What's going on, guys? Brazos here. Wow, I still remember the intro. Wow, amazing. Today we will have a video coming back, and we'll have 15 more of those, I hope, because I decided that I want to do something that's maybe not that interesting to the majority, but hopefully in each week it will be interesting to a part of the community. So as you can see, I have here prepared the new recruit for Beast Herds, and I will be doing a list for each army for the next 8 or 16 weeks. It depends whether I will be able to do it 1 or 2 armies per week. I want to try to kind of reinvent the armies, maybe not exactly anything very new, but I want to give my ideas on what the armies could look like, what lists would I play for each army. Those are, I will put a lot of thought into it, but maybe not as much thought as I've put into my Empire army, for example. So I hope you will enjoy that. Maybe some new ideas will come. That would be nice. And let's just get into it. I had some thoughts before on what do I want to do with the army, with the Beast Herds. So I will let you know, but a lot of it is also improvisation. So please take this into account. And then the things that I know that I want for sure is I want a Gotak, but only one. I want a Jabberwock, because I think it's really nice. I think a Flying Monster is always okay for 300 points. This is like a Phoenix basically, and I want to have Phoenixes, but I probably don't want to have 2. Beast Herds are lacking in shooting, so I need to take 2 Cyclops, I guess. And this is basically my monster section. I could fit another monster here, but I think it's unnecessary, so I will stick with that. Then I want a Soothsayer that is Master of Druidism, and I want to have a Forest, because Beast Herds are a pretty frail army in my opinion. So it would be neat to have a forest. It would be neat to have a forest to complement toughness. Okay, and now what I need to have additionally is at least a Chieftain BSB with the totems, because I think totems are nice. And then we will see where we go from there. We will see if I want another general or if I want a Soothsayer general. If I want a Soothsayer general, am I fine with leadership 8? Should be crazy, so probably not. But if I will have a monster and units that are not really susceptible, then maybe I would think about having something like a Beast Lord on a Chariot or a Mine Lord, but I think probably having another unit is better. So let's see, if I wanted to have like 6 Minotaurs with shields, full command group, Totem Bearer, probably, but maybe not. Maybe just leave it at that. Maybe don't even buy a Banner of Speed, because I want to have more units. And like, let's say Great Weapon Centaurs with the command. And how many can I fit? Okay, let's say 14. Okay, so this looks like 2 very strong units to support my center. This looks like 9 monsters, Gotak, Jabberwock supporting the flanks, Cyclops adding some shooting. So now, what am I missing? I'm missing core. I probably want like at least 1 dog unit. I don't want a chariot unit, because I think with D6 impacts, this is just not enough. I want 1 Mongrel Riders for my mage, and now I have 700 points more in core and 1400 points more in total. So if I take a BSB, probably the BSB that I want is Minor Chieftain, because he will most likely be in the center of attention. So I will pick the Destiny Call on him, and I will pick Great Weapon since my Rebee stacks. Do I want an extra defensive on him? Let's start with the Great Weapon and let's hope, and then let's give him MR2, because I think that would be nice for the Minotaurs. And now I need 700 more in core, and then I have like 220 in special. That's not great. That's not much. So I don't have a spot for another general, I guess. So I would kind of need to have general here, and probably I need a crown then, because leadership 8 would suck, and this guy would need to be the general. Okay, and now I need to fulfill my core somehow. So I don't really need another unit to fight in the center. Because I have minus, I have centaurs. Centaurs kind of more on the flank, but then I have cyclops. So I need definitely ambush in core, a lot of ambush in core. I don't want a big unit with the banner of the wild herd. So probably what I would take is 2 times wild horns with throwing weapons, I guess. And how much points do I have left? 300 points. Okay, I think 2 times wild horns is max that I can take. Can I also take mongrels in ambush with like discipline banner? I never remember like if I can take it like this and then banner of discipline. Can I take extras? That would be like 24 mongrels in an ambush too. I don't know. Is this unit even doing anything? Is this unit even doing anything in ambush? I'm not really sold on that. So how do I support my core a bit better? Kind of want the throwing weapons and the centaurs, to be fair. It costs like 56 points, that's true. But at least I get some extra possible shooting. I want 1, 2, 3, 4 scorings, but centaurs might not be scoring sometimes. 300 more points from core. I don't like the idea of bringing 3 chariots. Let's look at it. If I would take, it's okay. I have something. I think I need like 1 small chaff from special, because that's basically what I can afford. So now the question is whether I want a 3rd mongrels and whether this is okay. So if I take the 3rd mongrels like this, and I want to discipline them because they are leadership like freaking 6 or something. So I would need like something like this, and now I have 100 points exactly. So I could take a Briar Beast or a Briar Beast. Can I like get some, because this is 8 points each and mongrel riders are 6 points each, so I could save those points by taking more mongrel riders, but I still won't be able to afford a Razortooth herd, which would be nice to have as extra chaff. I can just take another dog unit, like a small dog unit, which maybe is not that bad. Alternatively, instead of mongrels, I could take just more feral hounds, like 2 more units of feral hounds and 1 more unit of mongrels, something like this. Am I fine with the mongrel herd? What does it really do? It's just fine-tuning of the list. Sorry guys, it will probably take a tiny while. But I'm a bit satisfied with this. Now, let's see. Seed of the Dead. Okay, so I have the seed, I have MR2 here. It's okay. I'm not really sold on the mongrels. How many mongrels could I fit if I just took the unit that has like just banner of the wild herd, so that they are pretty strong? Probably not very much. Like, right, again, 24. No, that just makes no sense. It's better just to take them in ambush if anything. But what alternative do I have? Again, 2nd dogs, and now I'm missing like 180 points. So I could take like 1 more mongrel rider unit, a bit more shooting thanks to that, but I'm a bit lacking in scoring. I don't know, it just feels like this should be plenty of scoring, right? Let's take a look at the raiding chariots then. 3 raiding chariots, but 3 raiding chariots, It's a bit much, and then I don't have points for another unit in special, so I would need to get myself something else in special, like totem bearers, like extra magical banner on Minos, something like this. Is that okay? How will this fit on the battlefield? I have like a unit of 7 Minos. Those guys ambushing. It doesn't seem right. I don't have enough board control for that. I don't have enough board control for the chariots. I know that Beastheads like to play with a lot of chaff units, and I'm not really surprised. Unfortunately, I probably cannot afford something like a unit of 5 centaurs, which I would like to have. But let's say I have second dogs. I don't want a Wildhorn herd that doesn't ambush. And I don't think that I can take a... yeah, exactly. I didn't think that I could take the third one that does ambush. But can I take a mongrel herd that does ambush with just a musician, just like the cheapest one? I can. And then just 175 points. Just, I don't care about those guys. I think that's a pretty good solution. I can always put them, if it's a problem, I can just always put them not as an ambush. And then I have to put 2 more points in core, so I just probably take another mongrel rider, I guess. I am at 904, so I have 102 points to spare. Okay. That's not bad. So now the question is, so I have 2 units of so I could put a Briar Beast in, right? To have some tricky unit. I think I like it. I think I like the possibility of having a tricky unit somewhere. Not really, not the greatest unit in the army, definitely. Probably better to have the Razortooth herd here. But I already have 2 times 8 dogs, so probably that's not that bad. I wonder whether I'm okay with this list. Just some quick looks. And we'll move to Warhol to see whether I really like this list, but now let me think. I think I like the concept of this 20 mongrel herd. I think it's okay. Just wondering whether I could make a core a bit less, so that I can fit the Razortooth herd. I could just drop like 2 centaurs. How many points that would save me? Not that much, right? 4, 4, 2. Oh, I actually could then think about... if I could find another 2 points, then I could possibly fit in another ambushing unit with Longhorns, but I probably don't need that. I could, although, put the Gargoyles instead of the Briar Beast, and then I have only 12 Centaurs, which is a bit low. But I have Gargoyles. Can I put like 13 Centaurs somehow? 10 points too much. So I just need to drop a standard from them, which is not the greatest. But I get Gargoyles, which are not bad. Flying Chaff unit, always nice. Leadership 9. I don't like Crown of Autocracy, but that's fine, I guess. 13 Centaurs, great weapon, throwing weapon. Will they ever use the throwing weapon? Maybe, maybe not. With the support of Druidism, probably Centaurs should handle themselves fine. I have 4 monsters. What can I struggle against? Lots of light shooting, probably. They should be good for the scenarios. I have units that pack a punch. I have a way to sustain them. I have a lot of board control. That's not a bad list. Let's take it to Warhol and let's see how it looks. Okay, it works. I was wondering whether this would. Did I click the greater totem bearer? I did. Okay, so I don't have totems on my heroes, on my units, but that's fine. Now ambush, ambush, ambush. Dogs also can potentially ambush, right? And then yeah, I'm kind of fine with that. Oh, I like this Jabberwock model. That's really nice. Anyways, I think that's okay. That's not a very innovative list, I guess. It's a bit of comeback to what it was, I guess. Just wondering about the Jabberwocky. Like I think I'm not really sure why people don't use it more. It's 305. I don't even care about the special rules, but the special rules can be sometimes high, but it's 305. It's like an extra chaff. I really like this monster setup. I've been talking about this with Furion the other day, and he also liked it, I think. So it seems okay, but I think you need those 2 units to have some units that really pack a punch. I like this concept. Ambush, yeah. The problem is that beast heads usually don't have much shooting. They don't have much options for shooting. But here, you have those 2 rocks. You have some throwing weapons. I don't know. Actually, this is one of the few beast heads lists that kind of make me want to try it. Maybe I will try it someday. If I will probably stream it, just because this looks like fun. And I don't know, for all the Beast Heads players, I would like to really hear from you what is your opinion on this list. Like, again, let me show you the list again. Here, okay. And I would love to hear your opinions. I would love to hear some improvements, because again, this is a pretty quick mashup of what I think is sensible, what I think fits here. I think it should handle itself well. I know I don't have totems on the minus, I don't have totems on the centaurs, so I have only the greater totem bearer, but I think I should still be fine. I would probably prefer to have an extra centaur than a totem bearer there. It would be nice to have something like Razortooth Chariot to add something more for the charges, but because I have 3 chaff units, then maybe it's not really necessary. Okay, I think that will be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope that I will be able to release the next one pretty soon. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.